We're going to talk about improving these 10 mindsets will put you in a life-changing position of power. Now, notice I didn't say relationship changing. I didn't say business changing. I didn't say spirit changing. I said life changing, which means every facet of life. But let's cover a couple of elephants in the room first. Elephant number one, chasing women for sex is beta. Not only is it beta, it's just non-masculine. Because here's the problem. When you chase women for sex and that's all you get, you become less than an animal. Because even an animal only chases females to procreate and leave his legacy behind, continue his lineage. If you are strictly out here chasing women for sex and you validate yourself with that, you are less than a man. Because let's break this down. If you as a man, when we were in high school, and we first started getting access, man, to girls, making out and doing all of that, we go crazy, right? Because it's new to us. Not only is it new to us, it's all we got. Even if you're the superstar of the football team, you're the star quarterback, you only a star during football season. During basketball season, the basketball star, he the man on campus. When that season over, the baseball star, he the man on campus. Whatever season it is, whoever that star is, he's the man on campus. So during basketball season, unless you play basketball too and you're a star, you ain't nothing as a star quarterback. But here's the thing. All you got in school is academics, athletics, and your wood. Those three things. That's all you got. Academics, athletics, and your wood. Let me make an adjustment on this green screen, man. Y'all give me a quick second. That boy looking a donkey. Y'all give me a quick second, man. Let me fix this green screen. All right, that ought to do it. All right, that put us in the game. I didn't even see all that going on, man. I was so into the topic. But here's what you men have to understand. When you're a grown man, if you're still living by high school rules, that means throughout this whole life, you haven't developed anything that a man should develop. You haven't built anything that a man should build. So you still running around here and all you got is your wood. Let me tell you one of the most embarrassing things I hear men say. Black men brag about the fact that we got the BBC, that we got the wood, that we got the woodwork. But do you understand how stupid you sound to say that the only way you can compete with other nationalities of men or even hope to win anything is with your wee-wee? Not only is that not alpha, that's not manly. This is for men who have understood that you need to build yourself into the best version of yourself. The bottom line is, at a certain point in life, just getting women should not be enough, because at a certain point in life, your ass supposed to grow up and be a man. You want to have all these women, and then you want them to treat you like you're a king. Well, how you expect a woman to treat you like a king when you don't treat her like your queen? You run around here and you think 10 women gonna bow down to you? You ain't got nothing for a woman to bow down to. Here's the thing. I see somebody say this has been going down since the days of Samson. Samson had other things going on. Samson was the strongest man in the world. He was the strongest man. Wherever he was the strongest man. Defeating whole armies by himself. And he was just with one woman. That ain't chasing women. That's having one woman getting caught up on. Now, that's a totally different story. We ain't gonna talk about that yet. We're gonna get to it. Another thing. Spreading yourself thin with multiple women does not make you a man. It makes you less of a man because your testosterone levels stay low. If you are intimate with a woman today, and as your testosterone levels are replenishing themselves over the next 24 hours, you go back and be with another woman, And then as your testosterone levels are replenishing themselves after that, you go back and be with another woman. And then after you go back and replenish yourself, and you go back and be with another woman, before you know it, you know the body is a creature of habit. It makes adaptations. So if you keep your testosterone low, your body's going to make the adjustment and say, okay, this body can function with lower testosterone. Why do you think just one particular group of men exhibit such violence toward one another? Because they don't have the masculine energy to control their emotions. So that's the first thing. You got to control your emotions. Whatever it takes to control your emotions, you got to control your emotions. Famo, Rich, salute. You got to control your emotions, man. Always. If you don't control your emotion will lead you to losing everything. Everything. When a man goes and marries a woman, man, without her earning that position, and here's the thing, if a woman earns the position, you should give a woman whatever she earns. The problem is men put women in that position, they don't earn the position. Because you let your emotions guide you, end up losing everything. If you let your emotions guide you, when somebody does something that ain't even a big deal and you get mad and you take somebody out, you lose everything, man, freedom included. Emotions do not govern anything worth having. So you have to do away with them. Another thing I tell you is this. This is the third elephant, last elephant. You cannot be in the world competing with average men to be the best average Joe. If we're competing to see who can sleep with the most women, that's what average men do. Any man who promotes you sleeping with as many women as you can is an average man. He's average at best. Because that is an average man's mindset. Look around the world, look around society, and see the men who are in control of things. You don't see those men out here wasting time chasing women. While these idiots are out here wasting time chasing women, those men are trying to get a grip on life, a grasp on power. You can't be fool enough to listen to a man tell you to do something that's the opposite of power. That's the opposite of power. Also, you must understand this. You have to be realistic. We got 304 in here. Should I start talking about 304s? When you think about what it means to build a legacy, you got to be a piss poor excuse of a man to say you want to live your entire life and not leave a legacy behind. That's just not a manly thought. You're thinking like a woman. A woman knows she can't leave a legacy behind because in her perfect world, she gets a husband. She don't even keep her name. She takes on the man's name. So any child, any son is the man's legacy. What kind of feminine mindset do you have to say, I'm going to live this whole life, make all this money, but not have no legacy? I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of feminine mindset. I don't care what kind of fear-mongering mindset you have about it. You can tell yourself anything. Well, I ain't no need to have no baby because if the woman, the child support. Let me tell y'all something, man. And this is real talk. It's a travesty to hear so many men complaining about child support. Because I personally know some men who complained about child support. And they ain't have to pay that much. I know guys, man, that had to pay $1,000 a month for three kids. 3 kids. I know men who had to pay $3,000 a month for 3 kids. That's $36,000 a year, but the man was making $350,000 a year. There ain't many men who get their pockets broke because they pay child support. Unless you do, like homie said, Appreciate you, Ray Charles Smith. Like Evander Holyfield. Out here making 15, 25, 17, 1,800 babies. Yes. You're a fool. Any man who complains about child support and he got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children, he's just stupid. He's supposed to be broke. A fool and his money will part. And you're a fool if you got that many babies, boy. Unless you got them all by one woman. And I'm going to be honest with you, you got a woman that had 10 for you, you got yourself a soldier. You better keep on, I don't care what they did to her body. Forget it. Get her some plastic surgery. Get her some surgery to fix that, boy. She's a soldier. But half of these dudes out here, man, crying about paying child support, man, and all that, man. Man, let me tell you something, bro. If you have children, you got to take care of them. These guys out here complaining, man. Boy, y'all, man, listen, let me tell you something, man. It cost $800 a month just for my son to go to school. And these guys out here complaining about paying $1,000 for a child. It cost $800 just for my son to go to school. We ain't talking about school clothes. We talking about just for him to be in school. And here's the thing. I don't gripe about it. I don't complain about it. I'm blessed to be able to pay it. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be able to pay it. Men don't want to take care of children because they're not with the woman anymore. And here's the problem. If you give a woman a lifestyle that she doesn't deserve, then yes, you're probably going to have to maintain that lifestyle for her. Like we sit right here talking about, oh, Dre got to pay her $300,000 or $300,000 a month. Man, Dre made $800 million, man, off the damn beat sale. Come on, man. We gonna sit and complain about a man having to pay a woman, what, $3.6 million a year, and he's still making money hand over fist? $3.6 million a year? Come on, what are we talking about here? We act like we got to pay the $300. We don't. The problem is we as men live vicariously through the troubles that other men complain about. For me, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about what no other man got to do. If you have a child, you need to pay for it. You need to take care of it, dude. And if you live a good life, then your child shouldn't live in the hood, in the ghetto, man, in the projects, homie. When you lay down, and that's why I tell you, it don't make sense to be around here chasing all these women. A mistake can happen. And if you're around here chasing women that you don't even want to be with in any other kind of relationship, never sleep with a woman that you don't see yourself being with long-term, because it could turn to a long-term situation. And to be honest with you, it should turn into a long-term situation. You shouldn't even be intimate with a woman that you don't see fitting into your life in a long-term situation. You crazy if you do that. Man, y'all around here living like dogs. Literally, y'all living like dogs. Every time a woman comes by, boy, the only problem is the female dog get in heat. Y'all dudes get in heat. Y'all acting like the female dog. Always in heat. Any woman come by, you always in heat. That ain't what we supposed to be doing, man. You ain't no man because of that. You a grown man still thinking like a boy. Literally, still letting your wood guide you. Boy, I've been told my wood, man, 20 years ago. Man, you do what I tell you to do, homie. Oh, I'll shut you out for a whole year. I run this, homie. He got in line. He got in line. Because there's nothing to gain from it. And here's the thing. We sit around and act like it makes you strong to just sleep with all these women over and over again. I tell you, men, all the time, if you keep dropping your testosterone like that, it is never going to rebuild. And let me tell you the crazy things that guys say when they don't know what they're talking about. Well, having sex, it increases your testosterone. When you have sex and you release, your body produces more testosterone. Yes, idiot. It's like if you lose some blood, your body's going to try to produce more blood because there is a deficit. If you give away some testosterone, yes, your body's going to go into overproduction, but short-term overproduction just to get your levels back to normal. You're not going to go and be with a woman and then say your body is producing level 10 testosterone. You're not going to go be with a woman and your body's going to say, oh, he was with a woman. Let's just give him level 15 testosterone from now on. No, it's going to give you level 15 testosterone until you get back to where you need to be. If you're at level 10, you go be with a woman, you get down to level 5, it's going to bounce, it's going to produce level 15 until it gets you back to level 10. Then it's going to taper back off and settle back in at level 10. Y'all make any excuse in the world to be a dirt gobble. To be just to be a dirty dude who, man, let me tell you something, bro. If you led by your wood, you can't accomplish nothing in life. Nothing. You can't accomplish nothing in life if you led by your wood. Unless you want to be an adult film star, you can make some money then. Otherwise, bro, you just can't do it. It ain't gonna make no sense. Ray Shaw Smith, appreciate the fireball, man. Let me get these super chat right quick. Evander Holyfield, example 2, making reckless babies made him fight so long is compromising physical health. Chasing women is beta. It is, man. And you know what? And that's a good example, but not even chasing women. Just being with all of those women. Evander Holyfield didn't have to chase no women. He was the heavyweight champion of the world. Always been in phenomenal shape. Always had long money. He ain't had to chase no women. They chased him. But you ain't got to sleep with every woman around. Man, you got to have some standards as a man. You got to value yourself as a man. You think every woman that look good deserve to have you? The first thing you got to do, man, is stop valuing yourself. Ray Shaw Smith says Sean Kim went from being the rain man to a laughing stock. We got to do better, brothers. It makes us as black men look like mindless bugs. It does, bro. It's still, we still have an oppressed mentality. Well, oh man, it's gonna be mate. When mating season is, we got to get everything we can get right now. And this the problem. It's not even the young guys, man. When you in your early 20s, man, that's a wild time for us all, boy. That's a wild ride. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Most High called me into the vow of Nazarite, boy, because I was on a wild ride, homies. I'm telling you, about from 19 to about 22, boy, I was on a wild ride. I'm telling you, I was on a wild ride, boy. And come here, boy, sit down, do this before you get yourself jammed up into some trouble here. And I sat down, but I'm talking about, man, you got men around here. You got men around here my age, still telling you to go out and chase as many women as you can. It's not important to chase women. It's not important to pad your stats with women. The same way those entities from those other men that she's been with in her, they start to permeate you as well. It becomes an addiction. Big Rich, appreciate you, man. Appreciate the time. Big Rich said real talk. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint. You got to keep in mind, man, that when you start be thinking like a man, you stop acting like a boy. You put away childish toys. You put away childish things. And here's the thing. What this represents, because here's the thing, brothers. You got to look at life and say, okay, if I want to be successful, I got to stop chasing women. You can't chase women and money at the same time because they're in two different directions. If you're chasing women going that direction, money is over there. You can't chase money over there because ain't no money over there. Ain't no money over there. The money is over there. The only men who making money over there is the men who manage the working girls that you might be hanging out with, giving a little money to. But the real money that men gonna make is over there. Are you gonna go make the money or are you gonna chase the women? And here's the thing. Men are too lazy to chase the money. So you know what excuse they make for being lazy? Oh, getting women is important too. No, it's not. No, it's not. Man, let me tell y'all young brothers something, because I got a huge following of young brothers, a pretty big following of young brothers. Don't listen to anyone telling you that you can't leave a legacy. If you don't leave a legacy, you might as well not be here. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you from a man who's the last of my father's lineage. My grandfather, great-grandfather, grandfather, I'm the last one. I'm the last one. My dad had all sisters. They all got somebody else's name. I'm the last one on earth. You understand what I'm saying? And I pride myself in continuing a lineage that is rich in success, rich in respect, rich in notoriety, rich in accomplishments, rich in godliness, rich in beauty. So how are you not going to think like that? Man, if you think like that, well, you don't want to leave no legacy, you are the worst male, you are the worst type of male on the planet. No other male species on the planet would ever think of that. They'll take it, man, they'll fight to the death sometime to see who's going to be able to mate. The reality of the life, the reality of this life, man, is that there's success, and there's nothing successful about having a lot of women under your belt. I don't even see why you want to put no notches in your belt. Don't do your belt fit? So you got to set some real goals and stop flying by the feet and stop flying by the seat of your damn pants. You got to set some real goals. It ain't no goal to go to the club and meet no woman. For what? It ain't no goal to get laid, dude. Then you get the woman, and then you don't want the woman in no kind of way, but you want the woman to submit to you and do all that. Do you know the dumbest thing in the world for a dude that don't want nothing from a woman but sex to be talking about he want her to submit? Here's what y'all got to understand. It don't matter what kind of wood you land on a woman. A woman can get good enough wood to take care of her needs somewhere else. And so if all you got is wood for a woman, you like a little boy. You ain't got no right to talk to nobody about nothing. You need to talk to yourself. You need to build your relationship with God. You need to go back and see what your daddy taught you that you missed. Or you need to find a daddy if you grew up with just your mama. Because that's a mama's boy mindset. I ain't got nothing. All I'm going to give a woman is wood. Basically, what you're saying, they might well sell you in one of the toy stores. All you is a human toy. And you pride yourself in being a human toy. You're proud to be a man who is used by women for intimate pleasure. You are proud. You brag about it. Oh, I had this woman and that woman, and I made her feel this good, and I made that woman feel that good. You're stupid. If you are sitting around here bragging about how good you can make multiple women feel and you ain't getting nothing out of it, don't you understand you validating yourself by your ability to please women? And here's the thing about it. Once you please her sexually, she's gone. She goes back to a meaningful life. Being intimate is not meaningful. It's only meaningful if you're procreating. Otherwise, it's just fun. It's just some fun to have. And at a certain age, your life shouldn't be permeated and dominated by fun. But it is. So when I meet a woman who got a child and can't get no help from her baby dad, yeah, she chose the guy. She chose him. But I also know that these are the type of dudes that sit and tell a woman a lie. That a man would straight up lie to a woman and tell her that he want a relationship just so he can get laid. Man, you're a sucker. If you tell a woman, yes, I want a relationship just so you can get laid, boy, let me tell you something. You need to be castrated. That's what you need. You need to lose your wood. You need to have erectile dysfunction. Some need to stop working for you, boy. You letting your wood dominate your thoughts. If you're led by your wood, your spirit is dead. Don't make no sense, man. Just so you can get some intimate pleasure from a woman, dude? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. There are so many men who are working for the enemy of your success. And all they can tell you is something that'll make you feel good physically. If all you got is something that makes you feel good physically, if all you got is something to make a woman feel good physically. And let me tell you something, brothers, this real talk. If you can just have sex with women and they cool with that, then you worthless. They look at you as just somebody. Ooh, he look good, and I need some attention. And he'll work just fine. They ain't gonna have no baby, which I bet you that. And even if you try to, listen, boy, you can put a hole in the condom, man. That woman gonna go to one of these clinics, boy. She ain't gonna have no baby with you. You know why? Because women only see you as a human pleasure piece. And that's the problem with a lot of you men. You think it's something to brag about. Well, let me tell you something. When a woman meet me, boy, she don't want to let me go. She don't want to let me go. She don't want to let me go. Why? Because I have more value than just my wood. And I expose that value. I don't hide it. I expose it because she can't get it unless I give it to her. But I expose that. I expose my wisdom. I expose my understanding. I expose my knowledge. I expose just how I can change her life with my words if she follow my lead. I expose all of that. So when a woman meets me, she sees me as a man that she don't ever want to be away from. I'm different. I'm talking about I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. And she automatically knows that. So if you can be with all these women, and all they want from you is sex, boy, you ain't got nothing to offer. If a woman can look at you and that's all she got, and that's all she sees you as, boy, she look at you just like you at the toy store. That ain't nothing to brag about, bruh. That ain't nothing to brag about. A woman cannot resist a man who is a masculine man and has his shit together. She can't resist it. Any man that's out here chasing women all the time is broke. You can't be paid and chase women all the time because you got too much to lose. Your mindset changes if you pay. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't listen to broke dudes. Even if I was broke, I won't listen to broke dudes because a broke dude can't tell me how to get no money. He can tell me how to get a woman. It's like being in prison. Someone who's in prison can tell you how to do your crime better when you get out. You tell them how you got jammed up, they can tell you how to circumvent it. That's why if I was Ross' publicist, when 50 put out that he used to be a correction officer, man, all he had to do, I would have slid that right into where you think the plug's at. I'm in the MIA. I'm in the MIAO. You know what I'm saying? The MIAO has been the capital of getting money that way for a long time. There's movies about it, documentaries about it. We've been getting it. Come down and look at the city of Miami. That whole place was built with the yayo. So where you think my plug came from? I ain't gonna call no names to protect the innocent, including myself. But yeah, of course. That's how I got plugged in. Shout out to all my homies still behind the wall, man. If I could get you home, you know I would. But I'm gonna keep you straight. And Rick Ross would have never fell off. He would have never lost his steam. Still make to run for music, but his trajectory it leveled off. Why? Because he didn't have a publicist that knew how to run the game. That's just how you do it. I would have came out with that first if I was him. Anything that could have came out, I would have put it out, and I would already had it. So when you think about it, man, you have to live your life in truth. You understand what I'm saying? You can't deny something. Somebody can't say, oh, he was a correction officer, and then you say, no, I wasn't, and then they put a picture out when you know you was a correction officer. You see what I'm saying? But when you live a life that's, now granted, Rick Ross he already had a level of success, so he thought maybe he needed to protect his brand. He needed to protect his brand and not lose his success. But you got guys out here, man, that are living, running around, chasing these different women. Ain't chasing no money, chasing these different women, and then have the audacity to say to you that that's what you ought to do. Young brothers, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. If you listen to anybody that tell you that you need to be out here chasing women, you're going to end up broke and in a bad situation. Because a broke man ain't got no business chasing no woman. A broke man got to chase women. A paid man ain't got to chase women. Don't it make sense to go get paid so you ain't got to chase women? Don't waste this time chasing women. Build yourself into the man you're supposed to be, and then quality women will suddenly start to show up. You know why? Because women will start looking at you as a prize. And let me address something else. You got these dudes out here that say, man, don't worry about these women, man. Forget about these women, man. You can't worry about these women. Those dudes could never get no positive interaction from no women anyway. I mean, if you ain't never got no positive interaction from no women, man, I expect you to be a hater. I expect you to talk bad about having women. Oh man, you can't have no woman. You can't have no woman. Yes, you can. Of course you can. You just can't be no sucker. I'm not telling you to get a woman and go be a sucker. I'm telling you, build yourself to the most alpha version of yourself, and I promise you, you won't fall off for no woman. You fall off for a woman when you ain't got no self. When you don't know who you are and you haven't built yourself up into the strongest version of yourself, you're going to become whatever that woman wants you to become. That's how a man who got everything and a woman ain't got nothing still end up in a 50-50 relationship. Because he didn't know who he was. His whole life was based on getting a woman. Now you got the woman. Oh, now I got a woman. What am I now? You're nobody because you never developed yourself. Say it on live, man. Appreciate the 10 bone. Salute to you, Dr. POA. I'm 37. I had to learn the hard way that I can't be chasing women and now be on my grind now. Man, that's the main thing, bro. Listen, it's never too late to correct yourself. Never too late. Goran Sanders, man, appreciate the 10 bones. We must build our value until it's undeniable. Thank you for the daily wisdom. Salute to you, bro. Real talk. We must build our value until it's undeniable. You have to build your value until it's undeniable, until you don't have to even talk about it. You just show up as value. You just show up as value. And I'm telling you like this, I can guarantee you that any man who's always talking about chasing women, I guarantee you, ain't no women that hear him talk like that coming to him with no respect, coming to him with no reverence, coming to him like he the prize. Because women get that out here every day. You cannot be out here competing with average men to be the best average Joe. Another thing I tell you is this. Toughen up. And stop giving up on life so easy. Toughen up, stop giving up on life so easy. See, there's a mindset that says if you chase women, you'll learn about life by chasing women. The more women you deal with, you'll learn about life. Well, the funny thing is, every successful man I've ever known, including myself, will tell you that I attained the most success when I wasn't worrying about women. I got the most accomplished when I wasn't worrying about women. So who you gonna believe? The men who have made some success, made some leeway in life by not focusing on women, or the men who still believe that focusing on women is the thing you ought to be doing? Man, let me tell y'all something. If your success in life, if someone asks you, what successes have you had? If you ever mention anything about women, man, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed if you label your success how many women you got, how many women you slept with, how many women you talked to, how many damn phone numbers you got. You think that's success? Boy, that's an after effect. That's a byproduct of success. If your success is based on getting women, you ain't did nothing in life. You may have did something, but you ain't never succeeded at nothing. Getting women is nothing to brag about. Once you put yourself in a certain position, it becomes a part of your life. And I'm talking about attractive women. I'm beyond. Well, I can't tell you the last time, man. That was just a big girl or a dirt dauber or somebody with 5 babies by 5 dudes or any of that jumped in my DM or tried to connect with me in any way on social media or even in public. I don't have that. I don't get that. See, here's the reality of the scenario. It's a shame that y'all men are so afraid of knowing what your purpose is that all of y'all just group together and go chase women. And you make that your purpose. You make it your purpose to go chase women. Man, y'all be working menial manual labor jobs and still be chasing women. Still be spending money on cologne you can't afford to go chase women. Still be buying clothes you can't afford to go chase women. Still be buying glasses you can't afford to impress women. Still be driving a car you can't afford to impress women. Instead of chasing your dreams, your goals, your purpose, and putting yourself in a position where you can afford all of that. And then when you can't afford all that, you'll be so busy getting to the money that you won't have time to chase women. But guess what happened? You'll show up to a business meeting, and that little bad thing in that business skirt over there will do everything in her power to let you know you can get it if you want it. You go in and talk to the interior decorator. Didn't know she was bad like that. Guess what? She do everything in her power, keeping it professional, of course, to let you know that you can get it if you want it. Suddenly, you don't have to worry about women. You have to find a spot to fit them in. If you got all this time to chase women, if you got all this time to talk to women, if you got all this time to go out in the club and do all that, boy, you better get on your grind. Get on your grind, man. Try to act like you don't know your purpose. But boy, you know your purpose. Just because you ain't got the intestinal fortitude to pursue your purpose, you gonna act like you don't know it. You know it. Get to it. See, let me ask you something. If 50 men in a room are chasing women in the room, and you're in that group, what makes you different from everyone else who's doing it? Your cologne, your clothes, your shoes? What makes you different from everybody else that's doing it? What makes you different from everybody else that's doing it? See, let me tell y'all something. I can't remember where I was. I was somewhere. This was a long time ago. And I've been suited and booted. Man, let me tell you something. Man, I was suited and booted 19, 20, 21 years old. I was suited and booted already. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about silk suits. This is back when we wearing silk suits, ballets. Do I really want to get G'd up? Man, I rock gators. I mean, I've been doing that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I actually got what they call the thing, the 10-year challenge. I got the 10-year challenge coming up, man. Well, I'm gonna show y'all 10 years ago. I was in the white Escalade that I wrecked. Now, 10 years later, I'm in the black Escalade, and I'm gonna be suited and booted and just show y'all the difference from a decade earlier to a decade later. It's all about understanding who you are and who you want to be as a man and doing what you have to do to maintain that level of life. Yeah, there are going to be ups and downs and obstacles that you have to overcome. And sometimes you got to protect this from that. And you got to do whatever you got to do to maintain that level of existence that you want to be on. So when you really think about it, I had we call it the California slope, man, where your hair just go up like that. Had on a silk suit, man. And man, I walked into I'll never forget, me and my partners, we finna go somewhere, I can't remember. Walked into a Wendy's, man. As soon as I turned the car, nigga, I had on a money green silk suit with a black silk shirt under it with some black ballys on. SJ3 know what the ballys are. All my NYC homies, y'all know what the ballys are. So, man, I bent the corner, man. And, man, there was a girl in there with her friends. And they were ordering like they were going to go to the club. She turned around, man, and grabbed her friend and said, "Bye." So when I hit that corner, at first she thought I was Bobby Brown. Man, she was about to go nuts in there. She was literally about to go nuts. And I always remembered that. I said, man, if you build yourself into anybody with name recognition, that's the effect you get. And so I set out on a mission, man, to build myself into a person with name recognition. I knew I wanted to have some fame. I don't know how famous I'm going to be, but I knew I wanted to have some fame, home. I knew I wanted to be somebody that could be picked out of a crowd. I knew I wanted to be somebody that would walk into a room with 50 guys, and then the women in there turn around and start paying attention to all those guys that they've been paying attention to, that they've been listening to, and start paying attention to me. I ain't saying all the women in the room, but some of them, if not all of them. So I saw that. I saw that a long time ago. I think I had to be 19, man. No, I wasn't 19, man. I was actually, I had to be 17. I think I was in 11th grade. I was 17, man. So you got to remember that when you think about these types of things, man, you shouldn't be worried about chasing women, because if you put yourself in a certain position, the women will come to you. The women will come to you. And so now I can go in a place, and even if a woman don't know who I am, she can tell I'm different from those guys, because I walk in different. I carry myself different. There's a freedom that I have. You put yourself in a position to win. If you make yourself a winning team, man, there's a confidence you have. If you're a champion, you feel different. When you watch Inside the NBA and you hear Kenny and Chuck, anybody who come on there, if they got a ring, they talk to Kenny and Chuck, they talk to Kenny and Shaq about a ring. Don't nobody talk to Chuck about no ring, because Chuck ain't got no ring. He could be one of the most entertaining guys on there, but when they start talking about champions, they can't talk to Chuck, because Chuck ain't no champion. That's just the reality of life. Build yourself into a champion, and you have access that non-champions don't have. Build yourself into a boss, and you have access that non-bosses don't have. Build yourself into an alpha king, and you have access that no boss, no champion, no beta, nobody has. There's a level of access. Let me tell y'all something funny, man. I had a chick, man, I was doing a show one night, man. And having a shawty hit me up and say, I can't watch that show no more. Because when you start pulling out them scriptures, it does something to me. I had to go clean myself up. Think about that. Now think about a man who don't even believe in the Most High, don't even believe there's a Most High at all, don't believe there's a God. He can never have that effect. You see what I'm saying? When you just become the man you're supposed to be, you'll see that all these things guys are trying to do to attract women don't really attract women. Having money doesn't attract women. Having money makes a woman see that there's something you can offer. It doesn't attract her like, oh man, I want to be with that man right there. I want him because he got money. No. It affords you the luxury of getting the attention of a woman who doesn't like you. If you pull up clean and you dress fly and you look like money, you cannot be her type, but she'll still listen to you because you look like you got money. And in her mind, she's saying, I don't like him, but I might be able to get something out of him if I spend a little time with him and finesse him the right way. That's the problem. I don't never get finessed. You know who get finessed? Guys who always running up on women who don't like them. Then she see you got a little paper and she act like she like you. That's how you get finessed. If you're just living your life, doing your thing, you coming into contact with women who already know who you are, already know what you're about. You see what I'm saying? If the majority of the women that jump in my DM already heard my content, they already feeling me. The alpha energy has already bombarded them. They want the alpha energy. They thirsting for the alpha energy. Man, they already love the alpha energy. Ain't even met the boy in person. You see what I'm saying? Ain't even met the man in person, but love the alpha energy. Because you know what? They see all that money out there. They see all that fame out there. They see all them amazing physiques out there. They see all these things, all these business owners, all these guys. But what you know, the thing they don't ever feel? It's the alpha energy of a man who is being exactly who he was put here to be, to a T. There is an energy that you grow and develop when you decide that you're going to be exactly who you were put here to be, brothers. And you were not put here to be a man who's out here just chasing women all over the place. That's not your purpose. And here's the thing, man. If you're not really ready to change your life, then you better already be fit, rich, and engulfed in peace of mind. That's the only man who shouldn't be ready to change his life. If you're not ready to change your life, if you're not trying to change your life, if you're not trying to improve your life, if you're not trying to get the best result of your life, you better already be situated. Because if not, you just lazy. And I don't want to hear none of your excuses. And I don't want to hear any of your excuses about why you lazy. Well, man, my dad wasn't in my life, and man, my mama wasn't in my life, or man, this girl, man, she told me the baby was mine, but it wasn't, man. Man, my wife divorced me, man. I don't want to hear none of that. All of us have gone through something. None of us just go through life scot-free, escape through without having things that we have to deal with. Those things make you stronger. Don't act like they made you weaker. They made you stronger. If you didn't take yourself out, you got stronger. So man up and do what you need to do. Take care of the things you need to take care of, man. Take care of the things you need to take care of. Here's the thing, brothers. One of the main things you got to stop doing is stop trading your time for things that make you feel good. Even money. Stop trading your time for money. Figure out how to be making money even when you're not giving your time. Figure out how to get value from the woman in your life even when you're not giving her your time directly. If you're dealing with a woman whose only value is intimacy, that says a lot about you as a man. It says more about you than it says about her. It really does. See, you got to know yourself so you can be yourself. Because the best version of yourself is yourself. The best version of yourself is yourself. I say it again. The best version of yourself is yourself. You got to be true to yourself. You got to be who you are. I don't care how hard you work to not be who you are. You're still going to be who you are. You're just going to have a mask on it, man. You got to grow into who you're supposed to be, man. For better or for worse. You got to be that. And how do you do that? How do I do it? Be away the world, man, is against me being who I'm supposed to be. Okay, well, try being fearless for a change. What you gonna fear? What you fearing? You fearing death? Why you fearing death? You got to die? If you're fearing death, man, you're not living in the reality of life. We all gonna die. And don't know when we gonna die. So what you fearing death for? You fearing a natural occurrence in your life? Come on, bro. Who's doing that? Not me, not you, not us. Let me get these couple super chats, man. Omega Kong, appreciate the dime. I'm 34. It's all about improving myself. Workout plan, diet plan, get my insurance and real estate license. I'm blessed to wake up every day. The right one will come. Salute, BOA. You speak the truth. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Man, that's real talk. Here's the thing, man. Everything you need is on the path you need to be on in life. If you get anything that's not on that path, it's not yours. You got to be on the path you need to be on to get the things that you need to be, bro. that you need to get. They're on your path. D. Brown, appreciate the time. Had my homies that question my manhood because I wasn't chasing women like them. They ain't my homies no more. I stayed to myself now, focus on myself. Man, let me tell you something, bro. I had to do that a long time ago. Years ago, man, I did that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't on what I'm on, man, we can't rock. If you ain't on what I'm on, we can't rock, man. I'm on something. Charles Reed, salute, brother. Appreciate the $50 sponsorship of the show, man. I appreciate you. Real talk. Velvet Music. Always teaching that real. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the 5 bone, man. Appreciate it. So here's the thing, man. You got to focus on doing the things you don't like to do and stop doing the things you think you love so much. Because here's the thing, man. I want y'all to look at the numbers. If you chase 100 women and you get 3, how is that fun? You mean tell me getting those 3 numbers, getting positive interaction from those 3 women made dealing with those other 100 women worth it? And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and it's real talk. The majority of the time is black men who think like this. And it's also the majority of the time black men who ain't taking care of their children. And it's also the majority of the time is black men who ain't really focused on doing nothing other than what they're doing right now. No future term, no future goals, no nothing. Man, it's a travesty, man. Makes no sense for it to be that way. So with me, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's really why you don't see me doing collaborations like that, man. You don't see me doing collaborations like that, man. You know, I get a lot of offers, man, to do collaborations, man. But, you know, when I look at it, man, like, man, guys, we want to interview me, man. I'd be like, bro, man, there is no possible way that you could think that I'm going to resonate with your audience because your content don't resonate with me. I'm talking about, man, dude got a huge following, man, but, man, this whole content, man, it ain't nothing but hood, just a bunch of hood, ghetto, thug rap shit. It's cool, but, you know, listen, I'm not going anywhere just to be able to, you know, get some following or get some, you know, a few extra people to know who I am. Bro, I don't live my life like that. I ain't never chased fame. I ain't never chased no type of notoriety. I ain't never chased nothing. I'm just on a mission. I'm here doing my mission, on my purpose, man, doing what I got to do. Whatever comes from that, cool. It comes from that. It's a blessing from God, whatever comes from that. But I ain't finna, man, I just ain't finna do it like that because you got to be on your own purpose, man. And all the time, everything that comes to you that seems like it might be good ain't going to be good. You got too many men out here that are not achieving the things that they need to achieve. Why? Because you don't understand. You are the reason you don't achieve, but you are also the reason you could achieve. You could achieve, but you got to fix your mind and stop chasing idiot lifestyles. You can't be out here, but man, can you imagine beating your chest, man, because you went and gave your strength away to a bunch of women? You gonna beat your chest about that? You gonna tell the world the best thing I have to offer a woman is some physical pleasure. I do it really well. And as many women as will let me do it, I'll do it. And then I'll be the man. You're gonna be the man where? You ain't even a man in a room full of women if that's how you live. How you gonna be the man in a room full of men? Now, you could be the man in a room full of boys, but what man want to get the respect of boys? Boys should be gaining the respect of men. When you think about it. See, you do all of that, and then you wake up one day and realize, I haven't done anything. Haven't done anything. And to me, it's the craziest thing in the world, man, because guys are actually living lifestyles that are the opposite of masculine. The absolute opposite. I'm talking about beta male, simp mangina lifestyles. And leading young men to live those same lives. I want you to think about how crazy that is. Leading young men to live those same lives, man. Like it's positive, knowing that it's not. In order to feel the energy that you need to feel in your life, you got to kill the noise. You got to kill that noise that you're listening to in your life. And you know you're listening to it, but you got to kill it. You got to kill that noise you're listening to in your life. You got to kill that noise that's guiding you down the path of self-destruction. You got to kill that noise that's making you less than a man. You got to kill that noise that's giving you a defeatist mentality. Here's my thing. If you don't want to be in a relationship with women, you shouldn't be being intimate with them. That's why over here, we don't chase them. We don't chase them. If we don't come across one man that's fit to be in our lives, we don't chase them. We ain't just finna be laying down with any of them. Just because they show up, just because they look good. We ain't getting down with that, not in the atmosphere. Manifesting leaders. What up, Jay? You got to take accountability, because everything in your life can be traced back to a decision you made. Everything. Once you become an adult, wherever you are in life right now can be traced back to a decision you made. Whatever you're doing in life right now can be traced back to a decision that you made. Be inspired by success, not failure. How are you inspired by approaching 100 women and getting 3? That's failure. That's a 97% failure rate. That's a 3% success rate. How in the hell are you inspired by a 3% success rate? 3% don't even count as a success rate. When you go that way over there, there's men that can tell you how to get to the money, man, in 6 months. Tell you how to change your whole life in a year. Tell you how to make life-changing money. And you still over there, man, trying to listen to some failure? Take accountability for yourself. It's crazy out here, man. None of it just don't make it makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. You just got, man, listen, bro. You got to take the ceiling off of your expectations by getting away from haters and negative naysayers. You got to take the ceilings off your expectations for yourself. You can't look at your life and say the best thing I can do is chase a woman. The most joy I can get, the greatest thing I can accomplish is getting that woman over there. Man, the world is so full of amazing things, amazing accomplishments, amazing feats of bravery, of wisdom, of knowledge, of spirituality. And you sitting around here, man, talking about the greatest thing you can do is chase a woman? Sad situation, bro. Sad situation. Just terrible, man. Don't make no sense. Make me want to give a moment of silence for your manhood and masculinity, man. You need that moment of silence. You need that moment of silence, man. So the reality of the scenario, man, is that you just got to understand that you can't waste your life doing things that aren't productive, because there's two kind of things in life. Either they're productive or they're counterproductive. There's no gray area where you can do something that doesn't hurt or help you. If it doesn't help you, it's going to hurt you. If it doesn't hurt you, it's going to help you. That's just the way life is. That covers everything. Everything. Everything, brother. I ain't lying to you. See, what you got to understand is this, man. If you're giving effort to things that aren't productive, eventually you're going to get tired of giving effort, because effort is only continued when there's success. If there's no success with the effort, then you're going to stop giving the effort. Steve Harvey made a quote once, man, about a flea in a jar. That flea can jump 5 feet in the air. But if that flea is in a jar with the lid on it, that flea can jump to that lid. And after a while, that flea gonna get tired of hitting his head on that lid. And so if that lid is 6 inches up, that flea gonna start jumping 5 3/4 inches. So it won't hit his head on this. Now we're talking about a flea that can jump 5 feet. It's gonna sit there and it's gonna jump 5 3/4 inches. By the time it starts jumping like that, you let it out that jar. You know what the flea gonna be doing? Outside in the free world, jumping 5 3/4 inches. Why? Because it's gotten into a routine of failure. It's gotten into the routine of failure. And if you're a man that's out here chasing women, boy, you're getting into a routine of failure. You start to accept 3% success rate. Even if you get 20 out of 100 women, it's still only a 20% success rate. It's an 80% failure rate. Nowhere else are you going to accept those odds. If the job told you, hey, man, we're going to pay you this, but on your check, you're only going to see 20% of it, you wouldn't work that job. You wouldn't do it. If you loan somebody some money, they say, man, if you loan me this money, man, I'm going to pay you back, but I'm only going to pay you 20% of it. You're not going to loan them the money. Because it's failure. It takes a man who is led by something other than his wisdom, understanding, knowledge to take a route that's automatic failure. You know, the reality of the scenario is this, man. If you keep using the tools you've been using, you're going to keep building what you've been building. And many men ain't been building nothing. No success. No life, no legacy, no nothing. All you want to do is get laid. That's all you want to do. You don't want to do nothing else. Just get laid. It's crazy, man. Leaving a trail of destruction behind and then wonder why. That's why when these cats be talking about the community. Ain't no community. Communities are built when there are several family units in a close-knit area. If you ain't create no families, you ain't got no family units, so you ain't got no community. The more you don't commit a community, the more you don't create a community, the more you don't create family unity, the more you don't have a community. You have to create family unity. So there is no community because everybody's shunning family unity. Why? Because we all just want to get laid. You got men out here that want to get laid more than they want to get paid. Now, am I saying you should be out here just trying to make a family with every woman you see? No, but you lying and you're an idiot if you sit here and say that all women are bad. Just like a woman who says all men are bad. Yes, sounds like two peas in a pod, two idiot peas in a pod. That would sound like to me. Y'all can see that. Two idiot peas in a pod is what it sounds like to me. And that's just the reality of it, man. What y'all have to understand, man, is that you owe it to yourself to live the best life. And I promise you, being out here, basing your worth, your entire self-worth, getting validated by your ability to make a woman say, ooh, ah. It's weak, man. You understand? And I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. So, moving forward, man, you ain't gonna see me, doing no type of collaborations with no guys who promote just going out here, getting as many women as you can and getting as much intimacy as you can laying down, promoting that gives you any positive edge on life. No, that's just a man who's trying to make a positive edge on his own shortcomings and how he's failed by doing that, how he's wasted so much time by doing that, how he's wasted so much energy by doing that. That's just the reality of it, man. It is not worth it for you to do it. So don't waste your time, brothers. That's all I want you to do. Well, all I want you to do is value the time that you have. Life is a business. Your life is your business. Business is business, not pleasure. So always handle your life like business, not pleasure. So look, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. It's been real in the field, man. I appreciate all the brothers coming through, man, with all the major support. It's been real in the field, man. Got some great content coming up for y'all on the Patreon. Appreciate it, man. If you haven't joined the Patreon, man, go ahead over there and do that. Maurice Darius, appreciate the dub, man. Great message, bro. I needed it. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. Glad you could get some value out of today's sermon, man. So I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Charles Reed, again, bro, I appreciate the $50 super sticker, man. I appreciate that. Real talk. Everybody else, man, with all the donations, man, I appreciate it. You guys don't have to donate. You do. I appreciate it. I'm never going to ask you to. So, if you do, man, I really do appreciate it. So anyway, man, let's go ahead and get ready to slide about this joint, man. Remember, man, Famo, SJ3, Big Rich, salute to the Mod Squad. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Y'all remember, man, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, over here in the Alphasphere is my way or no way. And also, we must let them know before we go, Alphas up, betas down is indeed the motto. Peace. Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. All we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though. Now I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. Just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though. You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-upness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-upness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.